Yeah, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to our head apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to all you Akim Modest doing this week in sincerity and charity with humiliation across the four winds. To you I salute. This is the brother Yahweh Sap from the GMS Farmers Camp. Back at you with a brief lesson. You know, we in times of prophecy, Prophecy is them like the Akim them say, jumping off the pages. Prophecy jumping off the pages, prophecy is revealing all around the world. And every day, every day how Bashem Shai revealing these prophecies through the spirit and power of Bashem Shai. Where he doing it through Edom, Esau, Salakia. Where he doing it through Esau. Where he doing it through the weather. Where he doing it through earthquakes. Where he doing it through these wars. But all of this is prophecy, and Yahweh Hashem Shai is revealing these prophecies in due time. Where he doing it through pestilence. Because all of these is a part of prophecy. All of this is a part of prophecy. And he say, when you see these things happening, then our time is drawing nigh through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahushai, through the scriptures, paraphrasing, And today I get a lesson, just briefly speaking on these things, these prophecies, earthquake, pestilence, and weather and all that different stuff, the way how Hashem Yahushai revealed the prophecies, because right now we have a lot of things going on within the weather pattern, which line up with prophecies as well, You get a lot of flood going on right now. Not right now, but a couple of weeks ago, a week or so ago, you had all kind of flood going on around in China. And all this flood is because of rain. And we know Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, like he say, when you see these things happening, our redemption draweth nigh, paraphrasing the scripture, And we know all of this is a part of the end time as well. We know this is a part of the end time. And when we see, like right now, if you see what's going on in Babylon got right now snowstorms, and that that doing a lot of damage up there. That causing a lot of people to be out of power. Can't go nowhere to collect no food or get no food or whatever essentials they need in order to survive through the storm. If they ain't have it in their house already, So like I say, all of this is a part of prophecy through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is a part of prophecy. And we know this how Yahweh Hashem Yahushai reveals prophecy through these things which he promised us will happen in the scriptures. Through these things which we know will happen within the scriptures. So like I say, there's a lot of things happening. And you get Jake, they ain't really know what's going on because they feel like these things can just happen and these things can just pass away, but they don't know this is the end time. This is the last. This is the last days, like the scriptures say. But like I said, Jake ain't really know what's going on. At least the 2/3 ain't know what's really going on. Along with a lot of heathens. But you get a lot of the heathens, them know too. Actually, he saw them, starting from them top banking family right down to the Rockefellers. They know what's happening. They know these prophecy times. They know that's the way Yahweh Hashem Yahushai bringing in the last days. This is the last quarter. This is the book of Luke 21:11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famine, and pestilence, and fearful sight, and great sign shall there be from heaven. And we see how Hashem Yahushai revealing these things, and we here at Great Millstone who could understand and break down the scriptures to know that these things is happening through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahushai, knowing that these the last days we are living in. And like I say, right now you get a whole heap of things going on. Right now you get a next pandemic, I'll call it, because I know there's something going on down there in India. We speaking about it a while here at Great Millstone, Bahamas. We're speaking about it a little while. Speaking on it, we know there's a next pandemic coming. And then there's a lot of articles out there too based on it. And we know, like I say, famine, death, destruction, these things, when you see these things happening on a high scale, on a high level, we know that these things is a part of prophecy, knowing that we living in the last days. This is the book of 1 Kings 8:37. If there be in the land famine, if there be pestilence, blasting, mildew, locusts, or if there be caterpillars, if their enemies besiege them in the land of their cities, wheresoever plague, wheresoever sickness, wheresoever sickness there be, and these sickness and these plagues is a part of the prophecy. When we see these things happening on a high level, we know it's a part of prophecy. And right now, like I say, we got an outbreak there in India where we get this virus, this new virus, what they call the FIFA virus, I think. Through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahushai, we know all of this is a part of prophecy through the spirit. Like I say, prophecy is happening all over the world, and every day prophecy is happening. It's happening every day. The nipple virus, Salakia, if I pronounce that wrong, the nipple virus is what's going on right now in India. Yeah, so like I say, when you see these things happening, we know all of this is a part of the prophecies through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahushai. We know famine is a part of prophecy. Like when we see these weather, when you see these weather come, these hurricanes and these earthquakes, these terrible storms, we know through the spirit this is a part of prophecy, because we know we in the last days, like the scriptures say. Paraphrasing, we in the last days. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that plague is going to be a big part of prophecy as well, because we know that can take out a lot of our people as well too, and the heathens, the 2/3 and the heathens, a part of 2/3 and the heathens. This plague will take out as well, and it don't only be disease. It could be like what happened in Egypt. Yahweh Shem Yahushai could send locusts, to swarm the place. Because I remember a few years back, they had in California, they had a swarm of locusts pass through California, and it caused a lot of problems down there too as well. And that's a part of the plague. That's a part of the plague as well. This ice was falling, and causing a lot of people to can't go nowhere, can't get what they need, and it causing them to be low on food. Because I was looking at an article, not an article, a video I was watching on Facebook with this lady, you know, in one part of Babylon, where she thought, but she ain't had no power, you know, and then she couldn't. She had how much blanket she had to use in the night, and she had this portable stove or this portable heater she had to use, and that wasn't working. And then she couldn't go nowhere to get no food because all the road was ice up and all of that stuff. You know, so we know who all of this is a part of a prophecy. We know Yahweh Shem Yahushai plaguing this place, visiting this place like he said. You know what I mean? And the scriptures speak boldly about these plagues. You know, boldly about these plagues. And we know when we see these things happening, like I say, or we know all of this, Salaki is a part of prophecy. This book of 2nd Esdras 15 and 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. I can read that again. 2nd Esdras 15 and 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. And this is what's going on right now in India, part of India, where they have this Nipah virus. What right now? What plague in that place? What plague in India? You know, the Yahweh Shem Yahushai say, see, you will send death and destruction. And this disease right now, they say this better than the COVID-19. This way better than the COVID-19. You know, this killing you within days, maybe hours, depends on how bad you get it. You know, and we know all of this is a part of a Esau plant, you know, because these type of virus, they don't just pop up. They don't just pop up. You know, they plan these things. You know, then they bring some type of, try to bring some type of solution to the problem. You know, that's what they do. They plan these things. And we know that, you know, these pestilence, you know, to bring death. You know, and all of this is because they trying to take out the 2/3. You know what I mean? At least Israel, in general, we know what they really dealing with. They trying to take out Israel in general. You know, they trying to done away with Israel, but that can't happen through the spirit and power of Bashem Shai. That can't happen. We know that. We know that can't happen. You know, this the book of Baruch 2 and 25. And lo, they are cast out to Salakia. Baruch. Salakia. Bear me 1 second, Akia. Just bear me 1 second. 1 second. Let me get that. This Baruch 2 and 20. Baruch 2 and 25. And it reads, and lo, they are cast out to the heat of the day and to the frost of the night, and they died in great miseries by famine, by sword, and by pestilence. They died in great miseries by famine, by sword, and by pestilence. It speaks here about frost too. And that's what's going on in America right now. I can read it again. And lo, they are cast out to the heat of the day and to the frost of the night. You know, and that's that hailstorm right now with plague in Babylon, even the whole of Babylon. that done kill a lot of people and all. Yahweh Shem Yahushai done kill a lot of people in that storm and all. You know? And that's the way Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all that's part of the pestilence. All that's a part of the way Yahweh Shem Yahushai visiting this place, visiting this world. You know, and this is prophecy. This is prophecy. You know, and that hailstorm, some snowstorm, that get Babylon on lock. That get people can't get food. They can't go nowhere. You know, electricity, and people dying in the cold in them houses because it's too cold. They can't take it. You know, and all of this is through the spirit and power of Bashim Shai. He's doing this. You know, he's doing all of this. You know. So yeah, that's about it I get on that. You know, so I hope that was edifying. Save the purpose through the spirit and power of Bashim Shai. Because these prophecies is jumping off the pages. These prophecies is happening all around the world, and they're happening every day. Happening as we speak. Prophecies is happening. You know, through the spirit. And we know what we at Red Millstone know. Without these prophecies, there's no deliverance through the spirit and power of Bashim Shai. There's no deliverance if we don't go through these prophecies. If these prophecies don't even happen. You know, so until I come back with the next lesson, shalom.